Hello everyone, so today we'll be making this Mr. Bean's teddy bag jump. If you don't want to make it with a long neck, you can also skip the long neck part and make it as a keychain. For making this project, I have used 3 types of cotton yarn. This is thin cotton yarn which we'll be using for the body of the teddy. This is a bit thicker cotton yarn which we'll be using at the tips of arms and legs to give the rounded shape. And this is really thin cotton yarn which we'll be using for the embroidery on the face. Along with these, I'll be using a 2mm crochet hook. You can use any yarn that is conveniently available to you, but these are the yarns that I recommend for the best output. We'll start by making a slip knot. You can use any method that you usually use for making a slip knot. Now we will make 8 chains. For making a chain, yarn over and pull through the loop on your hook. We have made 1 chain. We will make 7 more such chains. Now skip the first chain and insert your hook into the second chain. Here we will make a single crochet. For making a single crochet, yarn over and pull up a loop. Now you have 2 loops on the hook, yarn over and pull through both the loops. This is how we make a single crochet. Make 5 more single crochets. In the last chain, make 3 single crochets in the same chain. Turn your work so that we can work on the other side of the chains. Make 5 single crochets. In the last space, make an increase, which means making 2 single crochets in the same space. We have completed making round 1. At the end of every round, we'll make a slip stitch and a chain. Insert your hook into the first stitch, yarn over and pull up a loop. Now pull through this loop from this loop. This is how we make a slip stitch. Now make 1 chain. For round 2, we have to make an increase in the same space where we slip stitched. Insert your hook and make 2 single crochets in the same space. Next, make 5 single crochets. In the next 3 stitches, make increases. Next, make 5 single crochets. In the last 2 stitches, make increases. We have completed making round 2. Slip stitch in the first stitch and chain 1. For round 3, we'll make a single crochet in every space, which means 22 single crochets in total. After making round 3, you'll notice that the work has started to curl up like this. For ending round 3, make a slip stitch in the first stitch and chain 1. For round 4, make 9 single crochets. Next, we have to make a decrease. For making a decrease, insert your hook into the next stitch, yarn over and pull up a loop. Now let this loop be here and insert your hook into the next stitch, yarn over and pull up a loop. Now you have 3 loops on the hook, yarn over and pull through all the loops. This is how we make a decrease. Continue making 9 single crochets. In the last 2 stitches, make a decrease. Slip stitch to end the round and chain 1. For round 5, make 4 single crochets. Next, make a decrease. Now continue making 8 single crochets. Next, make a decrease. Now make a single crochet in the last 4 stitches. Slip stitch in the first stitch and chain 1. For round 6, make 7 single crochets. Next, make a decrease. Continue making 7 single crochets. In the last 2 stitches, make a decrease. Slip stitch to end the round and chain 1. For round 7, make 3 single crochets. Next, make a decrease. Now continue making 6 single crochets. Next, make a decrease. In the last 3 stitches, make a single crochet. Slip stitch and chain 1. Round 8, make 5 single crochets. Next, make a decrease. Continue making 5 single crochets. In the last 2 stitches, make a decrease. Slip stitch and chain 1. You can stuff this tail in so that it doesn't come in our way. For round 9, make 2 single crochets. Next, make a decrease. Now make 4 single crochets. Next, make a decrease. In the last 2 stitches, make a single crochet. And slip stitch to end the round. Chain 1. For round 10, make 3 single crochets. Next, make a decrease. Now make 3 single crochets. And in the last 2 stitches make a decrease. Slip stitch and chain 1. At this point we'll add the stuffing. You can use the base of a smaller hook or any stick to insert the stuffing because it will be a little difficult to insert it with our fingers. For making the long neck, we'll continue making rounds of 8 single crochets all over until you reach the desired length. At the end of every round, make a slip stitch and chain 1. I have completed making one round of 8 single crochets. While making these rounds, you also have to make sure after making every 4 to 5 rounds, add the stuffing to the neck. I have made 4 rounds, now I'll add the stuffing. I have completed making the neck part of the teddy. It's around 19 centimeters long, for which I did 45 rounds. Your number of rounds can be different depending on the hook size and the yarn that you're using. Now we will start making rounds for the head. For round 1, make 3 single crochets. Next, make an increase. Continue making 3 single crochets. In the last stitch, make an increase. Slip stitch in the first stitch and chain 1. For round 2, make 2 single crochets. Next, make an increase. Continue making 4 single crochets. Next, make an increase. In the last 2 stitches, make a single crochet. And slip stitch to end the round. Make a chain. For round 3, make 5 single crochets. Next, make an increase. Continue making 5 single crochets. Make an increase in the last stitch. Slip stitch and chain 1. For round 4, make 3 single crochets. Next, make an increase. Continue making 6 single crochets. Next, make an increase. For the last 3 stitches, make a single crochet. Slip stitch in the first stitch and chain 1. For round 5, make 7 single crochets. Next, make an increase. Continue making 7 single crochets. In the last stitch, make an increase. Slip stitch and chain 1. For round 6, make 4 single crochets. Next, make an increase. Continue making 8 single crochets. Next, make an increase. And in the last 4 stitches, make a single crochet. Slip stitch in the first stitch and chain 1. For round 7, make 9 single crochets. Next, make an increase. Continue making 9 single crochets. Make an increase in the last stitch. Slip stitch and chain 1. For round 8, make 5 single crochets. Next, make an increase. Continue making 10 single crochets. Now make an increase. Now for the last 5 stitches, make a single crochet. Slip stitch and chain 1. For round 9, make a single crochet in each stitch, which means 24 single crochets in total. Slip stitch in the first stitch and chain 1. We have completed making the head of the teddy. Now we can fasten off, leaving a long tail for sewing. We have to sew this and this together like this, and we will stuff it when we have sewn till here, 70%. First we have the yarn in the middle, so we'll take it till here by weaving in. You can go through random stitches. Now we will start sewing these together. Insert your hook in this layer and then this layer. Go through stitches of both the sides. At this point, we'll insert the stuffing. Now we'll sew the top closed. Go through a few stitches so that it doesn't come off and make a few knots. Now we can cut this yarn. For making the ears of the teddy, take your dark brown yarn and make a slip knot. Now we have to make 3 chains. Skip the first chain and make a single crochet in the last 2 chains. Chain 1 and turn your work. Now in the first stitch we'll make an increase. And in the last stitch we'll make a single crochet. Chain 1, turn your work. In the first stitch, make an increase. Next, make a single crochet. And in the last stitch, make an increase. We have completed making the ear of the teddy. Chain 1 and fasten off, leaving a long tail for sewing. Also, we have to weave in this tail. We have to bring it on this side. And the ear is ready. Make one more such ear. For making the arms of the teddy, take your beige yarn. We'll start by making a magic ring. You can use any method that you usually use for making a magic ring. For round 1, make 6 single crochets. And pull this tail to close the magic ring. Slip stitch to end the round. And chain 1. For round 2, make 6 single crochets. After round 2, you will notice that the work has started curling up. So flip it so that we have the right side on the outside. Slip stitch in the first stitch. And chain 1. Now we can fasten off. Take your dark brown yarn and make a slip knot. Now insert your hook in any stitch and make a slip stitch. Tighten it by pulling the short tail and chain 1. Now for rounds 3 to 7, continue making 6 single crochets. Slip stitch in the first stitch and chain 1. Keep repeating this until round 7. While we are making these rounds, you can trim these tails so that they don't come in our way. I've completed making 7 rounds. Now we can fasten off, leaving a long tail for sewing. Make one more such arm. For making the legs of the teddy, take your beige yarn. We'll start by making a magic ring. For round 1, make 6 single crochets in the magic ring. Pull this shorter tail to close the magic ring. And slip stitch in the first stitch. and chain 1. For round 2, make 2 single crochets. Next, make an increase. Continue making 2 single crochets. And in the last stitch, make an increase. Flip it right side out and slip stitch in the first stitch. Chain 1 and fasten off. Now take your dark brown yarn and make a slip knot. Insert your hook in any stitch and make a slip stitch to attach the yarn. Chain 1. For rounds 3 to 9, continue making 8 single crochets. Slip stitch in the first stitch. And chain 1. Fasten off, leaving a long tail for sewing. Make one more such leg. We have completed making all the parts. Now we will assemble them. First we will attach the ears like this. This is the right side. Tie a knot with both the ends. And weave in these ends. In the same way, we'll attach this ear as well. This is how it will look like. Now we will attach the arms. We will attach them like this. How it will look like. Weave in this end and fasten off. In the same way, we'll attach the other arm as well. Now we will attach the legs. We'll attach them like this. It will look something like this. Now we'll weave in this end. In the same way, we'll attach the other leg as well. We have completed the assembling part. Now the last step is to embroider the face. For that, take your black yarn and cut a long piece from it. We'll embroider the face like this. The eyes are in the third row from the top and the nose is between the fourth and fifth row. Insert your black yarn from the back and take it out from the third row. Leave some yarn behind. And make the eyes. After making one eye, pass through a needle After making one eye, pass the needle and take it out from here. I have left 3 stitches gap in between both the eyes. Make the second eye. Now between round 4 and 5 we will make the nose. Now weave in this tail. And fasten off. Also weave in this tail. And fasten off.